I'm in producer mode, by the way.
Yeah.
So, like, I'll meet you in 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's some weird shit. I mean, we already met, but...
You know what I mean.
I know. Can I take my jacket off over here? Those are the legit mics. I mean, you're not fucking around.
You've never seen Take Your Shoes Off, I take it,
I
dude.
have. You have a big, colorful room and you do silly shit in post. And then you shit on people.
The goblin shits on people. All right, look in the lens for me for sure. Okay.
What camera is that? Sony?
Fuck me. No, it's a Panasonic, fuck me.
Is it fuck me?
The Panasonic fuck me?
The S or the regular?
Regular.
Regular fuck me? Yeah. Well, yeah, well the low light is good on the fuck me's. But the stabilization's better on the regular fuck me's.
The lighting in here, and I actually want to talk about it on the thing.
It's terrible.
It's horrible.
Yeah. You gotta get lights. You should have told me I would have brought my portable lights.
Oh, all right. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Rick.
Yeah. I mean, so last week's episode was Mark Norman, and I talked about it a little bit. If you haven't seen it, I feel like I want to acknowledge to the home audience, I brought all my equipment, and on my way over here, I was going to buy some lights because I couldn't travel with them.
Right.
And I decided, I'm so anxious. I have so much shit to do. I just thought, it'll be moody. People have to be fine with it.
You should have got lights. I mean, B&H is here.
I called B&H.
The greatest
I called B&H.
store in the world.
I wasn't able to get them in time for the Mark episode.
Right.
And I thought, well, if I start doing more, I'll get them today.
Yeah.
And today I was so tired. I'm like, it's just going to be dark.
I mean, they make lights this big.
But where would I put that? I need a nice softbox that I could hide.
You could put it over there on the tripod. Shoot it over this way. And then shoot that one over that way.
You want to come back tomorrow?
Yeah.
I'll do it tomorrow.
No, I got an audition tomorrow. I can't do it. This is a massive pain in the ass.
Thank you to our new sponsors, Ritual.
Are you ready to shake up your protein ritual, Rick?
Yeah, why'd you say it so?
Because it's time, dude. You've been putting it off, and it's time to shake it up, baby.
And it's time for you to shake it up. Get 10% off your first 3 months by visiting ritual.com/TYSO.
Sorry, I was a little aggressive. I just get excited about proteins and supplementation, and it's really important to supplement your workout.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Online therapy, that's BetterHelp.com/TYSO. And our listeners get how much? 2% off, right?
It's more than that. It's 10%.
Are they getting 5%? Wait.
It's 10. Just go right
off?
to it. 10% off.
But just for the first week, right?
First month. That's 4 weeks.
This episode is sponsored by Athletic Greens.
Speaking of Athletic Greens, they're giving you a free year of... let me try again.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Speaking of Athletic Greens, Rick, they're giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D, which supports the immune system, and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase.
Good job, John. I use this. John hasn't. You'll see John taking a sip later in the episode. Visit athleticgreens.com/TYSO for a free 1-year supply of vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. That's athleticgreens.com/TYSO.
This is like a huge pain in the ass for me. Like, I wouldn't do this.
Well, why'd you do it? And
I wouldn't do this. I'll put my headphones on too.
It's up to you so you could hear better.
Yeah. Hello. Yes, there we go. Oh, I wouldn't do this for Colin Quinn.
Why'd you do it for me?
I don't. I know in the future. Like
after today.
After today.
So doing this made you realize I'm not doing this anymore.
Well, Jay, who I love.
Shout out to Jay Larson. We'll put his Instagram handle up here.
He's the best. Sweet guy, Boston. I must have saw your thing in the DMs, and I didn't Well, somebody read it. I have people, a bunch of people. I'm in it. There's other people in my DMs. And then he says, you got to do this thing. And I was like, okay. And I checked out your message.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, fuck it. Let's do it.
How long does it take you to get here?
It takes me 45 minutes to get here from where I live. But that's not the problem. I'm fine with that. Then we had a whole slew of shit that you kept adding. And I almost thought you were fucking with me. I was like, oh, this isn't real. This can't be real. But then I think the last one, I was like, oh, this guy's definitely has something. This is real.
What is the slew of stuff? Because I could think of two things. It doesn't seem like a slew, but I lack awareness.
It's a slew to me.
Go on.
Two things is slew to me.
Okay, so what is one thing?
I mean, I need my phone.
I'm saying, okay, yeah, check your phone.
Yeah, we'll check the phone. I mean, let's.
I don't know. Remember exactly. So I might be embarrassed.
If we do this, let's do it.
Okay.
I mean, it's not bad. As soon as you,
it's slew.
It's slew. It's a slew of things. But this is what made me. Everything was okay. And this is what happens with anybody in my life. If you admit that you're fucked up, I'm fine with anything. Do you understand?
Of course.
I don't care what you like to do or how I have to hang out with you. If you're like, look, dude, it's me. I know it's me. I'm fine. All of it goes away.
I learned a tool in the. I was a little bit older when I learned if you could just manage other people's expectations, they'll receive you better.
Absolutely. I mean, let's
hear the slew.
The slew. Ready? Question.
Give a time. We're starting today.
11:10 p.m. today.
How is that possible? It's not even 11:10 p.m. yet.
11:10 a.m. I apologize. I make mistakes too.
Yeah, we know.
I make mistakes.
Put it out. Fuck you, Robert. Fuck you. Fuck you, Robert.
But here, we ready? Are you vaccinated? Of course I am. I'm in show business. You have to be vaccinated, or you're a racist. Say, have you been boosted? I mean, that's not.
You can't make that two messages just because it's send.
That's two.
Same time. I did that because it was different thoughts. Same message. I'm not gonna concede that as slew.
This is not. This is the beginning of the slew.
But that's one.
But that is two.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay. Yes.
What I could have done, and that was a conscious choice, what I could have done is said, are you vaccinated and boosted? Yeah. That is a yes or no question that doesn't give all options because you could be one and not the other.
You could have asked one.
Could have asked what?
Are you boosted?
No, because if you said no, it wouldn't imply that you're vaccinated.
But then you could have asked that. But if I said yes, you would have.
Oh, I got to wait. We have a queue.
I'm just saying.
From slew to queue?
I consider that two.
Okay.
But you consider it one. That's fine. To agree to disagree, shall we? Also, this is what made me smile. Mm-hmm. Also, excited to meet you. With an exclamation point, which I was like, I like this guy. I could have responded, excited to meet you too, but I feel like I would have stepped on your nice little thing that you did.
Yeah, it's like when somebody holds the door open and says, go ahead, and you go, no, you go. It's like, let me have this. Let me be the gentleman.
Exactly.
Understood.
I wanted you to be the cutie patootie, the nice guy.
CPNG.
Yes. Hey, Rick. Had COVID at beginning.
Which is very vague, and I didn't question it much.
That's the COVID.
At beginning meaning like 2 years ago?
The COVID. The beginning of COVID.
Irrelevant.
No, and I'll tell you why. The COVID is the motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Omicron gives a shit. I had the COVID.
2 years ago.
But it's the motherfucker. I had the motherfucker and survived.
I had a varicocele in 11th grade. You know what that is?
No, I don't.
It's a group of veins that surround the testicle, and it both can. Your Honor, please. We're getting somewhere.
Why would I know what that is? First of all,
because you know what they say. You don't know what a varicocele is, you might be a racist.
That's true.
So it's a bunch of veins that it causes infertility because it's a lot of blood flow. So your semen, could you say that? Your cum? I don't know what you're supposed to say anymore. Your cum is too hot. Jizz. So I had an operation.
Hot, steamy child salad.
Jizz. Okay. So I had the operation, and my varicocele was gone. And then great. Cut to years later, it turns out, and this happens, I got a varicocele, they come back. So generally they say, try not to have the operation until you're ready to conceive. What I'm saying is that's similar to the COVID to me. You got the COVID, you got it taken care of way too long ago.
No, because unlike
careful,
what is it?
jizz.
No, unlike the
varicocele.
Varicocele Does it look like venom? Like very much like. Unlike that, when you get COVID, it's in you get the antibodies, and you have that forever. It's in your T cells, so you can fight it off.
I'm not going to get into one of these Rogan conversations.
Let's not.
I don't know.
Let's not, because I don't know either.
Yeah, obviously.
I literally made that up.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say that on a bus.
If you don't know what varicocele is, but you're that confident in the T cell debate.
I need my glasses. I can't read this. Okay, ready? Here we go.
You know what? Actually,
How long ago did you get COVID? Whoa.
It's not going to work.
You asked.
Yeah.
You asked.
And what was that? Was there how much time between?
Wait, whoa.
Was there
Not that much.
There was a beat for me. I took a minute. I didn't want to ask.
There was.
That felt like slew.
Had COVID. That was
A minute later.
like 2 minutes later.
So you know it's the same thought. I'm sitting there debating to ask.
Hang on. It's 12. It's 5 minutes later.
What was the math that took you that long?
I don't know. I just lied. I made that up.
Okay.
It's I can't see. Can I get my glasses, Your Honor?
What do you guys think?
Listen.
Okay.
How long? That's bull.
No, they would get your glasses.
How long ago did you get COVID?
Right.
That's your question to me.
Yeah.
So it mattered.
It mattered. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to ask, because that, to me, I'm conceding, felt like a slew.
Thank you. I have set up where you are somewhat distanced.
Where, who's talking now?
You are.
Right.
I have to set up to where you're somewhat distanced. Okay, I'm distanced. We ask you to wear a mask until we get started.
Did I say we or I?
So I would ask you.
But I like we. I might want to start saying we, because it makes it seem like a production. We would like to ask you.
I was reading it as there's a team.
Yeah.
When I was reading this, because it felt the way you were presenting this slew of stuff is like, oh, there's a production here. This is a big production. So can I use we? So we would ask for you.
No, use what I said.
So I would ask for you to wear a mask until we get started.
You and I.
I understand that. I think that's where I said we.
Well, I mean,
Okay,
cut back,
whatever.
roll back the tapes 1 sec.
We were at the place and we started the show and we...
I guess I said a lot of we's. I apologize. Touche. Okay, so wear a mask until we, get started. Are you comfortable with that? I mean, I don't have an option there, but yes, fine. Yes, of course I am.
If we're going to do this, because I'm feeling like I'm interjecting too much.
Let me interject you.
So I got a fun interject you theme.
Yeah,
but
I've seen it.
But I want to, if we're doing this, let's have this conversation and break
Yes.
this down.
Okay. But it's
Before
not,
we move forward, I'd like to break down what's happening.
okay, but the slew, you think to me, a slew can go on for hours.
To me, what's happening right now, and I get it, I'm not saying that my perspective is the only one, but to me what's happening, we're just having one conversation about the COVID situation, getting this out of the way. This is all just one thing.
Yes.
Are you vaccinated? Also, by the way, because you don't know me, here's what's happening in my head.
Right.
Listen,
Yeah.
whatever, you had it a long time ago, you this, you that. We have a socially distanced thing. I'll be comfortable as long as you just wear a mask. Is this fine with you? Because if not, we could cancel.
Right.
You know, I just want to
Absolutely.
set everything up so when you walk in, and I think I even said that.
But can I go forward?
Okay.
Because this is what made everything okay.
Okay.
This is what, now if you were saying all this slew of stuff and then just went, and I'm sitting there going, what, do I want to fucking do this? I don't think I want to fucking do this. I'm out. I think I'm out. This is already, when someone says, when someone you don't know says, hey, Bobby, you want to do, I don't know you, but would you like to do my podcast while I'm in town? And I say, sure. It's usually, okay, meet me at this time. I'll see you then. All right, oh, cool. I'll see you there. Right? Great. Can't wait. Usually. That's as simple as it gets, right? It's podcast.
For a simple podcast.
For a simple podcast and a simpler man. But at this point, you said, dude, you could just say no. That I was here. I was at that point of I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out. But
And I know this.
here it comes. Ready?
Here's the save.
I have OCD. And once we get started, it will be easy. But want a heads up.
I meant to give.
Okay, it's all right. Heads up. So I wanted to give you a heads up. I got it because I'm stupid. I have dyslexia. I literally read it the way it was supposed to be done. I wanted to give you a heads up, so you're not, because you yelled at me before. Read the way it was, so I didn't want to put the we. I didn't want to fuck up with a we thing again. You understand? Because maybe you wrote. No, I didn't write. Give a heads up. I wrote easy, but want a five heads up. Maybe fives is something you use.
You know what? And this is something I've been doing recently, and I like it. And it's funny that it didn't work the way I planned. A lot of times people will say like, we're going to the movies, and they said the wrong where we are, so they correct it.
Yeah.
They're not doing that for me to understand. They're doing that because they feel a little insecure that I'm going to judge them.
Right.
I don't care.
Okay.
So when I say something and I use the wrong thing or I spell something wrong, if it's clear what it is, I don't need to go back and be like, oh, I meant give. And I had the conscious choice. I read it and I'm like, I think he'll know.
I read it, give. I understood immediately. I'm the guy who writes the wrong two. I don't know what the TOO. I never know when he's the
You know the TWO. Everyone knows the TWO.
TWO is the number.
No one messes up the TWO.
Never. If you mess up the TWO,
you might be a redneck.
You're you're dumb. You're dumb. You're definitely dumb. Okay, here we go. Heads up.
You don't know the TOTOO.
The TOO. The what?
You can remember it, and I don't know if this is a good one. It's just coming to me now. Is more O's. Think of it TOO. More O's.
Yeah.
That and that. TOO means also.
That's actually. I wish my teachers taught like that.
Now you have 2 wishes left, and you know a little thing.
Heads up. So you're not like, fuck this guy, which I was literally teetering off the fucking thing. When you come in, I ask you to take your shoes off. Slew.
Okay.
And, whoa.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it, though.
I know you didn't, but I was waiting for it. And I spray your hands, which is with what? I would like a little more information.
That's the same as not correcting 5.
Well, it's the same as correcting. I had it at the beginning. How long ago?
Yeah, but having it at the beginning, because it could have been to me of the season, like at the beginning of Omicron, at the beginning of Delta.
The beginning is the beginning. Would you ask?
What's the beginning? Okay, what's the beginning of man?
What's the beginning of your Bible? Is it my Catholic Bible? Is it Jesus?
Right.
No.
What is it then?
It's fucking your God, right? It's Moses, right?
You're making no. Moses isn't the beginning.
When is the beginning? Was it Abraham?
The beginning was, 9 billion years ago. The Big Bang.
Oh, you believe in that? You don't believe in God?
I don't. I think everything was great. I don't know.
I don't know either.
And you're making my point. That's why the beginning is too ambiguous. A spray. Tell me 2. TWO. Tell me 2 things I'm spraying you with.
2 things if I come in here?
Yeah. If you don't know, what is he spraying me with? Obviously, one thing is. Sanitizer.
You could be into moisturizing. You could be into.
No,
it could be Lysol.
That's a comedy answer.
It could be Lysol.
Lysol's just rednecks. Not rednecks. What did you say? Racists. A racist version of hand sanitizer.
You could be that.
Go on.
But you're right. I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reverse all of it. I'm gonna do a Robin Williams.
We could do it in post.
Spray your hands. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I get that. You want to spray some hands. And, as long as it smells good. So.
Are we both out of breath?
Yeah. Okay.
As if that speed was real time.
Now my answers are fucking sleek.
You call him sleek. I call him don't bother this guy anymore.
Hey, Rick, had COVID at the beginning, vaccinated, no booster. Blah, 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 blah. Paragraph. LOA, it's cool. What time are you thinking, Rick? I'm coming from Westchester. When is convenient to you? 7 or later.
Well, you're not doing any, for a comedian, your act outs couldn't be lazier. I don't know whose voice is whose. You're not even doing this thing where you turn. You're using both of them.
You want me to hold the phone?
I want you to give a little difference to your voice from my voice.
I can't do. But I don't know your voice.
It doesn't matter. You could be like, well, I don't think that's a good idea. Well, I'll be there in a little bit. Just let people know.
Is that my voice? Who was I in that?
I didn't have a decision. Truthfully, I was just doing 2.
Because I'd rather be the latter than the.
That's interesting because also you're so worried. The latter was the higher voice or the lower voice?
The higher voice.
So you're more. It's interesting. what I'm noticing about you, you care more about how you sound to others
No.
and still to be a ladder that people climb up you. As opposed to, edit that, keep that in to show my misses, but I didn't like that joke.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Can we go to
But let us know who is whom.
to our text message? I actually gave you my number at that point.
Oh, right, this was DMs.
Because it was like, listen, we're on Instagram. This is very childish. We might as well, let's do TikToks back and forth. I mean, this is nuts, right? I got to keep going to my Insta. I don't like going to Instagram that much during the day, but I'm going to go. So I give you my phone number. Let's just.
All right, I'll read me, you read you.
Okay, ready?
Excuse
All
me.
right, ready? Hey, hey, Robert. It's Rick.
Oh, you're going to read me?
Yeah, I thought that was you. I'm going to be you.
Okay, you read me. Go ahead, start over.
Hey, this is what I hear. Hey, Robert, this is Rick.
At this point, have you looked me up at all to know how Jewish I am?
I didn't yet.
You didn't yet. So you think I'm, hey, okay.
No. But yeah.
All right, I'll be you. Hey, this is better.
7 works. If you end up getting here earlier, give me a heads up. I'll be ready to go around 6.
Okay, here's where now I'm a little embarrassed as a slew. A slew is coming.
There's a slew coming.
A slew comes.
A slew has been building.
A slew has been building. Yeah. This is a lot.
Okay, well, let's read it.
I hadn't slept, and I was trying to take a nap.
We're good. I'm happy.
I'm embarrassed.
You shouldn't be.
We're going.
Let's do it.
I'm allowed to be embarrassed.
You should be, and you expressed it, and I'm okay with it.
Okay.
But you shouldn't be. It's okay. Ready?
Yeah, sure.
Read me. Read now.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Heads up. It's in my hotel room, and I don't want anybody using my bathroom because clean it a certain way, and yada yada. I will meet you in the lobby because I have to bring you up anyways. So if you have to use the bathroom, there's one in the lobby. I know this sounds difficult because you don't know me, but this is part of the game, and I appreciate your patience with my rules. Read me.
You got it. Where is this? You got it. Where, and is this video or just audio?
Video, no audio. JK, both. 3 cameras.
I almost did that joke. Okay, cool.
Ha ha.
Well, that was me ha-haing on your.
Yes, I was ha ha on yours, yes. You sent the hotel information.
And then a few hours later.
Hey, it's okay if it's okay with you. I'd like to retract. Ugh. Rules and retract. I'm teetering again. I would like to retract my 6 p.m. availability. Wow. I mean, who talks like this? And let's keep it to 7 p.m. Okay, that's fine. I'm even okay with 7:15. I'm even. Hang on, let me get this. I'm even okay with 7:15 or whatever if you are a little late.
Great. And then you said, at 7:16, which feels passive aggressive after the previous text. I'm here.
Coming down to the lobby now. You have to go up in the elevator to the lobby. See you in 2 minutes. Hey, I'm on the lobby floor.
2 minutes later.
By the elevator. The end.
Yeah. How you feeling now, though?
I feel great. Well, here's what I did. Excuse me. Like I said, I went to your the fact that you said I have OCD. Mm-hmm. You know, to me, when people admit, my favorite thing in life is when somebody admits their flaws or their fucked upness. It makes me feel wonderful because my whole life I grew up thinking everybody was perfect and I was a piece of shit, right? And I was fucked up. And I was trying to walk around pretending to be perfect. And then I found out other people do stupid shit. And I was like, oh, great, this is awesome. And when you told me that you have OCD and it's you, I was like, great. Now, was it getting a little nuts?
Right.
Yes, I was at the end. I was like, all right, what the fuck is going on with rules? Okay, but then I actually investigated your podcast, and I was like, oh, this is pretty funny. This is fun. This isn't So what are you doing? How do you,
Yeah.
how do you feel about COVID? And how was it working with blah 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 and blah? It was actually looked very fun and ridiculous and refreshing. So I was like, oh, let's go do this.
Was there?
But I actually like to do things like this too. I like to when something happens during the day to me, I like to follow the lead. Sometimes I like to it's so
give
easy.
another example.
If someone says to me, "Hey, I'm going to take a ride. I'm just going to go take a ride up here and pick this thing up. You want to come?" Yeah.
My friend David Sullivan's like that. Just says yes to stuff. He likes adventures.
I've said no so much in my life, and I feel like I've missed interesting opportunities.
So when you say yes to things, is your emotional reaction that I don't want to do this, but you've been conditioned to be like, it's worth doing?
I don't. Well, see, what happened to me is when I got a life, a family, house up in Westchester.
You have kids?
I have one kid, 8-year-old. So
Son, daughter?
Son.
Not there's anything wrong with that.
No, it's fine. He's white.
That's okay.
So
We're not going to have him on the podcast.
he's okay.
Soon,
I mean, he's not going to get on Nickelodeon, but it's okay. He's going to have a career in this business. But
I don't know.
Yeah,
Give him a little tick.
He no, so you don't want to leave. You really don't want to leave. You
Yeah.
don't want to leave, and I believe that happens. When you build a life, you spend your whole,
Rick.
No, I know who you are. You spend your whole young life as a comedian
Traveling.
trying to make it, trying to create, carrying all this shit, trying to doing all this stuff. And then when you kind of make it a little bit, you got a little fucking house and a little thing. It's like, oh, let me just give up. Let me retire, which is a thing. So I don't say no anymore. When people say you want to do this, you want to do that.
But you did. You had to have said no a lot to make you change your mind, right?
I started to. I started to say no a lot, and I was home. And all of a sudden, I'm looking, and people are having fun and doing these things. And
Where are you seeing that? Social?
but also with friends, talking to people. And
But you're still going out and doing shows or no at this point?
Being happy is addictive. Being happy is
I feel that way about comfort. Being comfortable is
same
addictive.
thing. Yeah, comfort, yes.
But oddly enough, tell me if happiness has the same thing for you, but comfort comes with cannibalizing certain things. Sometimes until you learn how to communicate, for example, some of my personal relationships with all my rules and my things and not wanting to go certain places and only wanting to wear certain clothes. I'm able to be comfortable, but then I ended up retreating and just staying home and not doing things. Have you found that this happiness, which it sounds like you're talking about, is happiness kind of more in the personal family side than the professional side?
Right.
Does that cannibalize other things?
Absolutely. That's why, not to sound fucking Jackie Chan, balance is
Just
the
don't
key.
do the voice.
I don't know how to do his voice.
Now I want to hear it.
You have to make sure
Careful.
to when you throw a jacket on, when you throw the jacket on. He doesn't really have an accent.
The Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
So do it in your voice.
Very subtle. Oh, do it in my voice? Jacket on.
No. The thing that you don't want to
sorry.
sound too.
I haven't acted in a long time.
The thing
So
that's just
I
the
haven't
thing
had a
you were going to
gig.
say.
What I'm saying is that you call it comfort, I call it happiness. I think it's the same thing. When you get comfortable, it's almost like you want to retire because we work people don't understand comedians in the early years, the first 10, the first 15 is such a battle. We don't have money. We don't have, we're out every night trying to do something. We're doing shows and they stink and we're traveling. It's so fucking crazy. But we love that. We love that. There's something addictive about that. That's our happiness in a fucking chaos.
Would you agree that it's about making that money?
It's about money, but I think it's more about the chaos. I think it's more about evolving, getting to where you want to go.
Speaking of getting to where you want to go, I would like to get to where we want to go after we make that money. So Robert,
You call me Bobby.
we'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Robert Kelly's funny, isn't he?
Yeah.
You know they say laughter is the best medicine?
He's from New York.
Yes, but did you hear what I asked?
Yes. They do say that.
But you know what else is great medicine?
What?
Just healthy nutritional supplements.
Yeah.
So I've used Athletic Greens and I use Athletic Greens, but John has never tried it. So I would love for you to, you're down for this, right?
I've been in the market, so yes, I will try it. So anything else going on? Or things good? You're happy with the episode so far? Yeah, good.
How's your wife?
She's good. Loving your show. Yep. As you see it on Amazon.
You guys been having any sex?
We did once this month, and it was great. But, would I sign up for more? Yeah, I would. All right.
So,
Cowabunga. So, Rick, what am I about to drink? What's in this stuff?
you're absorbing 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source, superfoods, and probiotics.
But that all sounds good.
It's delicious. Sip it.
All right, great.
Sip it, you
There we
bitch.
go.
It's lifestyle friendly whether you eat keto, paleo, vegan, dairy-free, or gluten-free.
Yeah.
Isn't it good?
That's going to work for me. Yeah. That definitely
You're
works.
investing in all-in-one nutritional insurance. Athletic Greens has over 7,000 five-star reviews. So right now it's time to reclaim your health and
There's
arm
about
your
to be
immune system
7,001.
with convenient daily nutrition, especially heading into the flu and cold season. It's just one scoop and a cup of water every day. That's it. No need for a million different pills and supplements to look out for your health. To make it easy, Athletic Greens is giving away a free 1-year supply of immune-supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/TYSO. Again, that's athleticgreens.com/TYSO to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Chug, chug, chug,
Oh, me. That's
chug,
me. Okay.
chug, chug, chug. Careful of that sweater, though. That's a nice sweater. All right, we're out.
Oh,
What do you-
that's so good.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah.
It's a really good drink. This podcast is brought to you by BetterHelp Online Therapy.
Check out betterhelp.com/TYSO for 10% off your first month, Rick.
This
Do
is-
I look at the camera or you?
Whatever you want. Kanye West, I think I just sent it to you. I saw a video of him. He posted there was someone who posted a video of him in an interview, and they said, do you have any self-doubt? And he goes, no. And then he goes, what about when you were a kid? He goes, no.
Yeah. Offended.
I like that.
We are like that.
Well, we have self-doubt. I was just you saying, should I look into the camera and to you?
Yes.
That made me think of that. It's like, just the fact that you're not sure what you should do. I mean, how many times in our life we question ourselves and we're not sure, and it's subconsciously, or we're just anxious because are we doing the right thing, or how do I do the right thing? And what I found, and it's kind of fitting that I'm having this conversation with you on these ads, because I have been talking to you about therapy for quite some time now.
Yes.
How much I love it and how much you could figure out about yourself and patterns that you didn't realize existed. And I'm a big proponent of therapy.
I should probably go.
Everyone could benefit from therapy, but I've been, should I look to camera or you?
You can. Well, it's your show.
I'll look to camera.
Yeah.
I've been telling John that I want him to get into therapy for a long time. And listen, you get 10% off your first month.
I think my wife would agree with you that I should probably do it.
BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you could start communicating with your therapist in under 48 hours. Unload the stressors and get some unbiased feedback. You'd be pretty surprised at what you may gain from it. See if it's for you. This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and take your shoes off listeners and get 10% off the first month at betterhelp.com/TYSO. That's BetterHelp.com/TYSO for 10% off your first month. This episode is sponsored by Ritual, and today we're doing a special taste test.
Great.
We're taste testing a couple of things today.
Good.
Okay? I hope you brought your tasting cup.
I did. Well, I'm going to use your cups.
I'll have a cup. I have
Yeah.
a tasting cup.
I'll use yours.
Yeah, all my cups are tasting cups.
All cups are tasting cups.
Well, not my jock strap. Speaking of jock strap, working out is important.
It's so important, especially for my mental health.
But you also need to take in a certain amount of protein. I like to take in, when I was exercising consistently, 1 gram per pound I weigh. And sometimes it's tough to add that shit up.
Right.
Especially when you're trying to get a nice, clean protein. I found out about Ritual. They reached out. I did my vetting process, except for trying it, so we're doing a taste test today, but everything about it I liked. I want to tell you a couple of things about them. You could choose from 3 thoughtful formulas with 20 grams of pea protein per serving. And tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you know this, but you know I researched this shit.
Yeah.
Pea protein is king.
That's what I've been hearing a lot of.
It's traceable. With Ritual's one-of-a-kind visibility chain, you know where, what, and why every labeled ingredient. Daily support, made with a complete amino acid profile. We love our branch chains, don't we?
Yeah.
And it's sustainably sourced, packed with 20 grams, as we said, of protein made from sustainably grown peas, regeneratively farmed right here in the U.S. Just the good stuff. No added sugar or sugar alcohols. Soy-free, gluten-free, and non-GMO.
Should we work out first and then drink it?
Yes. They're 5s.
Good.
It's good for stability on the shoulder, this thing.
Yeah. No shit.
Oh, God. Jeez. All right. We're going to try the Daily Shake 18 Ritual Essential Protein.
It's time to recover. This is what makes us cool. We stay young. We look good for our ladies. We look good for ourselves. We look a little bit better in the mirror when it's time to get naked. I'm okay with that. I may have been a loser in high school. Skinny, nerd, bad clothes. They called me TJ because of my tight jeans. You know, my body fat percentage is 9.8. I guess I won the long game. They say it's not about the war. It's not about the battle. It's about the war. I lost the battle, but I won the war, I guess. No, my license said 143 pounds. Now I weigh 169 pounds on my way to 170 pure muscle. So Lauren, who said no to me, Samantha, pretty much all the girls of class of 04, Courtney, Brittany, who I converted to Catholicism for because she was religious and I wasn't typically religious, and I knew that it was a way to spend time with her because I could make her my sponsor and then she'd be forced to spend time with me after school, but I didn't even get a date with her, but I'm still Catholic to this day. Luckily, Allison, my wife, is Catholic, so it worked out in a weird way. You could say that working out served its purposes for me. How many 36-year-olds are saying I'm better now than I was at 18? I'm pretty sure most 36-year-olds are like, I miss the heyday. I miss when I was on varsity basketball. Oh, thank you, dude. Were you happy with yourself in high school?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's have this recovery protein shake.
You ready to shake up your protein ritual? It's good.
It's very good.
My listeners get 10% off during your first 3 months at ritual.com/TYSO. Ritual even offers a money-back guarantee if you're not 100% in love. Visit ritual.com/TYSO today for 10% off your first 3 months.
And take it from me, let's go prove the girls from high school wrong. Sorry, Lauren, you had your chance.
Okay, all right.
Now I'm with Allison. Oops.
We're back. It's not about just the money. It's about evolving. It's about becoming, it's the race. You know what I'm saying? It's the fucking almost dying or being out on the road and is there a crowd? Is there not a crowd? Shit gigs. Then getting that one great gig. And
what was one of your first one great gigs? I don't want to turn this into like you feel like you're being interviewed. I know people don't like that, but
yeah, no, that's fine. I get you. One of my first great gigs was in Boston on a ship. It was a boat. They had a comedy boat in Boston for a couple of years. Yeah, they're terrible. But I did it in.
Hey, they ebb and flow.
Oh yeah. Steve Sweeney. Do you know him?
No.
Boston guy, legend. There was a bunch of legends.
I've heard the name.
And they were on it, and I did it.
Dane Cook brought him up.
Yeah, they're just legends.
Is there a Boston community? It seems like people in LA are from everywhere.
Right.
There's a New York community.
Yeah.
And then I feel like there's like 10 Boston guys, but there's got to be tons.
Well, there was. I mean, my class was Patrice, Dane, Billy, me,
Billy who?
Gulman, Billy Burr.
Yeah, I've never heard of him as Billy.
Billy?
Yeah.
What, you've never? Oh, you heard
Maybe.
William? Is it William?
No, Bill Burr.
Bill Burr.
It's like if
he did one of those things.
If someone says my favorite actor is Harrison, it'd be like Ford. Like it's weird to.
No, Woody. I like Woody
Harrelson.
better. I like Woody.
Can I tell you something for a moment?
Yeah,
please.
Yes, please go.
Yes. So I'm on this new show, and I just
Is that the way you beg?
No, I don't think so.
Because it's an aggressive beg.
It was a comedy beg.
Okay, you're begging. It should be more. I don't know, a little more. It's a very aggressive beg. It was almost like
It's a comedy beg.
Okay, comedy beg. All right, I never.
You know, you're
like
trying to get this, but you're doing it this way.
Okay, go ahead, do it. Yeah, I like it.
Just please let me.
I got it. Perfect. I'm going to use that.
I have a stylist, and because I'm here to do press for a show that just came out.
Right.
And incidentally, I'm wearing pants. People might notice I never wear pants. I'm one of the things that are not comfortable for me. I always wear sweatpants or shorts. I told the stylist about this, and he found some just unbelievably big, comfortable pants. They're fine. Point I'm getting is, I did something this morning, so I'm wearing the outfit. And I, to give him my style, I told him the 2 points of reference are Russell Westbrook today, and Woody Harrelson from the '90s. The way he
Right.
dressed.
Yeah.
Loved the way he dressed.
From Cheers.
In real life.
Oh, real
Not his
life.
characters. Woody
Okay.
Harrelson, yeah. Like
Okay,
in
yeah.
real life, he wore cool sweaters and.
Yeah.
So as you know, we bring up Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, love Woody Harrelson.
Thanks.
Love him.
Thank you.
And I do like the way he dresses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Better than Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford never. One of his things wasn't the way he dresses, but I bet you he has
Now,
like expensive clothes.
He's like the type of guy that wears that button-up shirt without a collar. You know what I mean?
Oh, I could picture that. Like he feels very futuristic. I don't know
And
if I see him in it.
He's a tucker.
Everyone from that day.
Yeah, he's a Woody wasn't a tucker.
No, Woody wasn't a tucker.
No.
Woody's a little younger.
Yeah, not a tucker.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy wasn't a tucker. There's a lot of
Funny that we went Tucker, but the black comedian you chose was Eddie instead of Chris Tucker.
I should have, but Chris Tucker wasn't from that day. Chris Tucker came later.
Can't
with
say
Jackie
that anymore.
Chan.
Yeah.
With Jackie.
First base.
You crazy? How was that?
Good.
That was a good Jackie Chan, right?
My mouth is dry. I need more water.
Right. Is there? I hope there's not a trick to this. Is there? You remind me of Ari Shafir's like younger brother.
Because I'm Jewish? Because I'm nothing like him. People used to confuse.
Tall, thin, goofy. No, you're nothing like Ari Shafir. No, you're absolutely nothing. Comedian, Jewish, tall, thin,
Yeah, then I'm like Vince Vaughn.
lanky.
I'm like Vince Vaughn then.
Vince Vaughn is you're nothing like Vince Vaughn.
He's tall, he's skinny, he's Jewish, he's lanky.
Way tall. Vince Vaughn's way tall. You're just tall.
He's 6'5",
What are you?
6'3".
It's 2 inches.
I am taller than Ari Shafir than Vince Vaughn is taller than me.
No, you and Ari are probably the same height. Well, how tall is Ari?
5'11".
You're nuts.
I don't know, but
You just lied.
I guessed.
He's 6. I would say 6'1".
Say it. Say it.
6'1". He's 6'1".
How tall is Ari Shafir?
Ari Shafir is 6'1".
6'2". According to that thing.
He's your height.
Okay.
You're the same height. There's no apology button. There's no thing that
Well, but
flies
I
in
also-
that goes
Also-
whap, whap, and says, I'm sorry. You literally said,
But I'm not like
he's
him.
5'11". You cut.
I was wrong.
You were okay. Great. That's all I wanted.
I was wrong by 3 inches.
That's a lot of inches. Dude,
Take
height. Height.
3 inches is a lot of inches on a penis.
3 inches is you go from a midget to a small person. What do you think about that?
Here's the truth. I don't have a strong take on this,
Okay, fine.
so I'll give it to you.
But I'm just saying, Vince Vaughn, 6'5" to 6'2".
That's 3 inches.
Is crazy. It's a lot of inches.
How tall is Vince Vaughn? Please.
Vince Vaughn is
6'5".
It's a massive amount of distance. That's
So-
between getting on a basketball team or not.
So you thought I was like him because of my energy, or because of just you saw me standing?
Oh, your body, and then you did the little goofy, that little.
Does he
thing.
do that? He does a little goofy.
Yeah, well, he's silly sometimes. Yeah.
Okay.
Not as silly as you. You're actually sillier. And I didn't say you're Ari Shafir. I said his younger brother, which is mean you just have some DNA like him. So I didn't say you're Ari Shafir. I said you were similar.
Yeah, I got. How we got off on this, I think, is just because we're finding energies here.
No, you seem like you didn't like Ari.
No, I don't really know Ari. Ari was, when I first moved to Los Angeles, he was one of the first people that I knew, and he was always nice to me.
Sweet, isn't he?
Yeah, and at the Comedy Store, and I don't know if we were friends, but
Yeah.
as friends with him as I was with anybody, I guess.
Right.
And then I just kind of didn't see him anymore, and that was it.
One of the nicest guys in the business, especially to new comics. He was
very nice to me.
He would go to New Faces in Montreal, and he takes all of them to dinner
Why?
because nobody takes care of them. They have to fly themselves up. They don't pay them.
They fly us.
Huh?
They flew me.
They do now because
of Ari.
Because of Ari, and he went to all of us and said, we have to sign this thing. They have to start doing this for them.
Oh, really?
Yep. That's a fact, Jack.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what one of the black actors did for something. you know what I'm talking about? Somebody did something for something. Who was it? Like Flip Wilson did something, and like
Flip Wilson.
yeah, I don't know. Who you got to know what I'm talking about. There's no Google is really good. I doubt it. What black actor changed union rules?
I found this on the web.
Gabriel Union. Funny, that makes sense.
That's funny.
The labor movement changed. There was somebody that changed something.
Sammy Davis Jr.
No, I feel like it was.
Denzel Washington.
No, I think it was.
Rosa Parks.
Is that the one from the who from the bus?
Yep.
No, I know Rosa Parks.
Jamie Foxx.
60s. Hold on, let me call my dad
Tell him I said hi.
if I remember. I never concede that
Okay.
because then I got to come back. Oh, he says hello.
I know, right. It's a long thing. It's like goes into a big text message.
Just you go say hi. Dad?
Hello.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, Dad, I got you on the podcast, Take Your Shoes Off with Rick Glassman, with a new friend of mine, Robert Kelly. You could call him Bob.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Bobby Kelly, how you doing?
Hi, pal. How are you?
All right, I've missed you. Didn't we share a bunker in Vietnam?
All right.
I think it was actually the Korean War, not the Vietnam one.
Okay,
Yeah.
right.
Good. Fun stuff. So,
Ricky, just so you know, I was eating something and I put it down so I won't shoot.
yeah, I could hear the mouth is salivating a little, and I also hear a little bit of longer letters. Dad is a little stoned tonight.
No, Dad is not. I drove. We just came back from the Salton Sea. I was the only one that was straight.
I always
We
wanted to
drove and
go
came
there.
back.
Really?
I always wanted to go there. How was it, Dad?
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
Do you really know it?
Yeah. It was
It
this.
was so eerie and
Yeah.
so big.
They
and
they wanted this place to be the new Palm Springs. It was I mean,
Right.
and it was amazing. And then the
Right.
salt just fucking killed the whole lake.
We went to Bombay Beach.
Yeah,
And
Bombay
it
Beach,
was-
man.
They have a beach with just old birds, old fish skeletons on the beach from everything that's been killed from that.
Yeah, the
toxic
fish
place.
just die because the salt
Oh.
is too much. And
We
I
found
mean,
that Bombay Beach is a city of about 80 or 90 trailers, and they are there, and they live there, and it's really, really weird. I expected to see Charles Manson.
All right,
very cool.
Dad, listen, I'm going to have to let you go in a second, but I have a question for you. All right,
Yes,
but also
yes.
Bombay Beach sounds very fun.
Yes.
There was a black actor in the 60s. Oh, it wasn't an actor.
Sidney Poitier.
No, it was.
Poitier,
I'm
whatever.
thinking of what's his name? It was in the
Martin Luther
NBA.
King.
It was in the NBA. Who changed something for everybody? Who like made?
No, you're talking about Kurt Flood. It was baseball.
No, but I guess he did it too. Black people are doing so much. What did Kurt Flood do?
Kurt Flood decided what he made with free agency what it is now.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. That was a baseball player.
Yes.
Who am I thinking of? Who was in the 60s? Who was the guy? He was on the. It wasn't the Celtics. It wasn't Russell Peters. Bill Russell, I mean.
Oscar
No, it was before Oscar Robertson. He was a little
Will
shorter.
Chamberlain?
No.
Bob Cousy.
No. Oh, this is people are like, who gives a shit? You know. No, he was somebody. I think he was a Celtic, and I thought he did something for free agency.
No.
I'm gonna Google free agency black guys. I love you. I'll talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye. I mean, this is one of those moments. Is somebody ever telling you a story and they're like, was it Tuesday? And you're just like, it doesn't matter. You know, like, but
it's
this
your
matters. to me.
dad.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about.
Oh, you.
I'm
Yes.
harping on this.
Yes, your dad's great, by the way.
Unbelievable.
It makes me so happy that you have this relationship with him.
Thank you. He's a regular on the podcast. He does great on here.
Here's why I love your dad. He used my whole name. He's like, I mean, that's a fucking. They don't make guys like that anymore.
There is something about a nice thing. Like, you know, we were even talking about before. Like, you can't just say Billy. You got to say Billy Burr.
He was like, hey, Bobby Kelly. Like, we really were in Vietnam together. What a fucking guy. Can I do his podcast?
You know what? I
does-
would love to do one with the three of us. Or my cousin Teddy, who's like, he's my dad's age, basically.
Yeah.
He's Long Island. He's on the podcast all the time. You guys have a very, you know, just from far enough away, you're similar.
Oh,
like
I'm
me to
sorry.
Ari Shafir
How
is you and
tall is
cousin
he?
Teddy. He's 6'3".
Oh, jeez.
No, now you're saying it is Oscar Robertson. Oscar Robertson's legacy is in securing free agency for NBA players, which ultimately led to free agency for all professional athletes. It was Oscar Robertson.
Wow.
It's a towering achievement, every bit the equal of his unparalleled performance on the basketball court. People feel the need when they're writing something to be more poetic than
Yeah.
they would be.
It's called writing.
Is a towering achievement, every bit the equal of his. Just say like he also was a, you know.
You can't do that
You're right.
because then it would be uninteresting. It'd be like listening to me talk. You know? I'm so sad that we're not doing this in your studio though, because your studio looks so fun.
It's my living room.
It looks fun.
Yeah.
I mean, this is very, Mad Men.
Yeah, this is Mad Men.
Yeah, this is. I mean, you can't even see me in the camera.
I'm going to bring the exposure up, and we're looking at it at an angle. It's better than that,
Yeah.
but it's not great.
No,
Do you want to see what it looks like?
I would.
I have. I could pull up. By the way, I never do this at a desk
Yeah.
because I'm at my chair. There's something about a desk that makes me feel like, no, Bobby. You know, like.
Yeah.
You know, earlier you said you like when people admit that their shortcomings. I like to look at them as obstacles. I don't think it's a flaw. I think it's something to overcome, to give a strength. You know, like a desk, putting your all 5 fingers on a desk.
Yeah.
There's a confidence.
Yeah, that's very interesting. You say that.
Thanks.
Thank you. I would love to cross my legs right now, but I can't physically. Like I'm on a talk show, but I can't.
Do you want me to give you an ottoman?
I don't know if the auto. I just would love to do that. That actor cross is that? That's Mark.
That's
Norman.
Mark, but that's the lighting.
Yeah.
But you're also in a lot of more black.
And yeah, I'm blacker. I'm darker. Yeah.
But
I'm,
you can
I'm
see
bigger.
him. That's pre-color.
That's pre-color.
Yeah, I bring.
Can you say that? I don't think you can say that. Pre-color.
Yeah, I think pre-color is what we strive to be.
Okay. Yeah. Pre-color.
Pre-color technically, I think, is black.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I don't see color. I don't see color.
Oh, I do.
Well, you have to because you like Rubik's cubes.
Who doesn't?
I don't.
Yeah, it was a literal question. I didn't mean to.
Oh.
I'm just saying, who doesn't like Rubik's cube? You know.
I don't. Yeah.
I'll go.
Please.
The
Did your dad give you that watch?
yes.
He did, right?
This is from his bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
What made you say that? Because it just looks like an old watch.
It's a watch that you wouldn't buy. It's a watch that a
Correct.
man
Correct.
would have to say, I'm going to get this for my son.
It's a watch. I would argue it's a watch that a woman says, "I'm going to buy this 13-year-old boy."
Yeah.
A long time ago.
Yeah. I like it. It's a good watch. But your dad approved that. It's a very nice watch. I like it.
So I was looking for watches. There was a moment where so when I booked my first television show, every year I bought myself something.
How many you?
This is my second show.
Second. Oh,
But my other show had 3 seasons.
I do the same thing.
Every year you get a certain job.
When I achieve something, like, you know what I mean? Like that thing, I buy myself something.
Which we never got to that first moment, which isn't that, but the ship,
Yeah, go ahead.
the ebbs and flows.
Yeah.
But so I booked my show and I want to buy something and I'm looking at watches and I'm loving them and I'm trying them on. But
Yeah.
I'm realizing that you look at used watches, they depreciate right away.
Absolutely not.
They don't depreciate?
No, watches are my thing, by the way.
But do you buy new watches?
Because
new watches.
as soon as it depends on what watch. Because like Rolex, if you buy a Rolex, it will always maintain its value, and most likely go up.
I've seen Rolexes
Yes.
that are market value or market Rolexes that are still being sold. You could buy it new for 12 grand, or you could buy one that's a year old for 8.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Okay,
You can't do
well,
that.
6 years ago.
Well, I'm seriously, because what happens, Rolex is a nonprofit organization, so they don't have to make a watch. If that watch is popular,
How are they nonprofit? They spend
they pay
all their money into advertising Golf Magazine.
They pay their employees, they pay their stuff, and then they donate the rest to charities.
Which charities?
I don't work for them. You'd have to call them or use your phone or call your dad. I don't know.
Go ahead.
So the fact is that these now you can't get them. When you can't get them, it has the demand. You know,
But why can't you get them now?
Because they
Just
don't make them. They don't make them because people like them. They'll make a certain amount of them because this is what we made.
But
And
you
then
go into a Rolex store, they always have inventory. I
haven't
been in years.
If you go to a Rolex store right now, there's nothing.
Gotcha. It's like Does it have anything to do with also the supply chain issues that are happening?
No, I don't think so. I think what happened is everybody got money because they got checks and they got all this money from the government. So you have very rich people who bought Rolexes, and then you had middle class guys who were getting $100,000 for their business, and they went and bought a fucking Rolex because they had money now. So because of this COVID money thing, so it's that type of watch. A Rolex or certain watches like that will always go. It's like the only investment you can actually enjoy every day. You can wear on your wrist and enjoy it.
I appreciate that you feel that you enjoy it every day. I don't agree it's the only one because, incidentally, what I decided to spend my money on was comics and cards, Magic cards.
I'm sorry, what?
Magic the Gathering. It's an adult Pokemon. You've never heard of Magic the Gathering?
Warcraft?
No, it's a card game.
No.
It's
the thing they play at the mall. Like the ghetto mall. And they have that room, and they have all the toys, and then there's a table in the back, and there's a bunch of people playing
maybe
stuff.
if it's a card, if it's a local card, it's a card
I've
store.
seen that. Yeah.
I mean, those things they're very, especially during the pandemic. The same thing. People that bought the watches and home improvement things.
Right.
A lot of people were buying carpet and rugs. Which, by the way, check out Marshall Rug Gallery. That's Marshall Rug Gallery. We'll be right back. If you're looking for just the right flooring, you need choices. And at Marshall Carpet One, you'll find thousands of choices, including carpet, hardwood, rugs, and luxury vinyl. So make the right choice and visit Marshall Carpet One and Rug Gallery. And we promise, with more than 50 years as a family-owned business, we've got you covered! And during 2020, I mean, they've been consistently going up, but the collectible market, I mean, baseball cards as well, but just the collectible markets has been going unbelievable.
It's crazy.
But you can enjoy those.
If you enjoy them, yes.
If also, like, I don't keep all of them at home anymore.
Right.
But sometimes you could like.
But you can't walk out with them. You can't wear them. When you wear something, like you wear a watch, you use it, you look at it, you tell time from it, you go out at night with it. It's on your wrist.
You wearing a watch?
Yeah, I have my Apple Watch on today.
And when you check your time, you usually check your watch or your phone?
I check my watch.
Yeah.
I do.
I check my phone.
I know, but I don't like my phone. I like to not have my phone as much as I can.
Is that because it's a distraction?
For me, yeah, I got very addicted to my phone. I have an addictive personality. I've been sober for 36 years.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use drugs. I don't use alcohol. I'm addicted to everything, and I got addicted to the phone. I can very well spend a day just scrolling on the phone, looking at shit.
I don't want to. I want to make sure we go back because I am interested, and I've known of you for a while.
Yeah,
and never thought to reach out. I mean, we don't live in the same place, and I don't know you.
Right.
And then I'm here, and to ask you on my podcast, and then you did it. I'm excited that you came here. I think this is really cool, and now we're just playing, which is really fun. But before we stop, I do have stuff like I want to ask you.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to be here too. I'm glad I came.
Yeah, me too. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm glad I met your dad.
Yeah, I like that if you're being sincere to be able to connect him that quick because he's unbelievable. My parents are unbelievable.
I love that because I'm a parent. I had a fucked up childhood. I mean, I had a good family. I wasn't. I wasn't.
Yeah, you thought you were the only one with problems.
No, everybody exactly. I don't know, but now having to have a kid and to we eat dinner at 5:30 at the table. We play
You guys
music.
cook?
My wife cooks
every day.
She cooks every day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Pretty much, she cooks. She loves to cook.
Did you say Major? What's your son's name?
Maximus.
Maximus. No disrespect.
Yeah.
I met a dog named Major today.
Yeah.
And is the M's.
Yeah. No disrespect.
Maximus. Is it from Gladiator or is it from what Gladiator got Maximus from?
It's I would like to lie about that, but yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Patrice one night were talking about years before we had kid. I had my kid, or even we were still banging girls. You know what I mean?
Nice.
And
cut to a clip.
Nice banging.
We'll cut to a clit.
And we were like, "What are you gonna name your kid?" And we were talking about Luca and fucking Optimus Prime.
Sure.
And then Maximus. We were both like, "Fucking Maximus," because Maximus has two things: Max, but then you get really fucking
you get
mad.
angry.
Maximus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's really got a hoof at the end.
You could also, if you're proud, a Maximus. Maximus.
Yes, it's got the
A third syllable gives for a lot of choice.
It's such a great name, though. I have a shitty name. I hate my name.
It's my uncle's name.
Well, I'm sorry. Your uncle has a shitty name, and I will fucking stick to that. And I'll tell you why. It's people always go, "What do I call you?"
Yeah.
You did it. Robert, Rob, Bobby with an IE, Bobby. It's so many fucking names. And I hate going I always got to say whatever you want. I don't care. I go by Robert Kelly because somebody had my name in SAG when I went to join SAG. So I couldn't go Bobby Kelly because some poet in New Hampshire had it. So I had to go Robert Kelly. You understand?
Would you like to meet Uncle Bob real quick?
Yeah.
I connect people's internet. Niche, specialized shit.
Telecom.
Geographic
Gotta do it
location.
211. Hey now.
I'm just going to play a clip from an episode I want to show you, but we're also going to picture it. I would love to get your response on this.
Sure.
Also, I'm all over the place. It edits together. This is fun.
Oh, I understand.
But is this
yeah, I love
energy's
it.
okay?
Let's go. Yeah, it's
okay.
great. What do you? Yeah, I love it.
I just
And when you're talking to somebody, are you talking to you, or are you talking to actually somebody who's editing this?
it used to be to me and my editors. Now, thankfully, thank you. Probably this is Perry, maybe JonMichael, to my editors.
Okay.
But I also afterwards, I'll put it here because it was a note I wanted to do. The interject you when I said, and I held for time, put in that song. So I've never had a computer, so I'm not set up for this. So we're editing all this stuff out, obviously. If I don't have it in 90 seconds, I'm going to abort. But we're probably 45 to 50 minutes in. I want to get 90 minutes out of this. How are you feeling?
I'm fine, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
This stuff is where I get pretty insecure because there is no. I know. You know, I haven't figured out a tool to. I know how to explain this. Maybe this is even worth keeping in. I didn't realize until a few years ago how people received me, and I became hyper aware of things recently.
Yeah.
So I'm like only have, not as old as I am to be developing these tools of trying to find ways to connect. And I have a hard time knowing, for example, if you're like, no, I'm fine. I don't know if you are.
Right.
I don't know if you're just being nice.
Right.
Sometimes the person doesn't know if they're just being nice.
Right.
So if you can't make and I don't know if this is the right mentality, but this is my truth. If you can't make a joke out of something and get a laugh, then it's just annoying. And I can't do jokes when I'm searching.
You can't do jokes and search?
No.
All right.
So we'll trim this down or take that out, but I want you to see this. Dad, Teddy, 2.0. So my...
You didn't have a computer?
I didn't have one?
You say I never had a computer.
I'm never at a desk. I'm just in my living room in a chair.
Oh, you're just chilling.
Yeah, so
this is weird.
This is
Yeah.
I like this. I just don't have I'm not in the pocket with it.
It's very, I feel like I'm on a sports show, or if a teacher got a talk show.
Get good.
Yeah.
Good.
Thanks.
Good. All right, so here's the setup, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Dad, cousin Teddy, and I in the living room, so stoned.
Okay.
Okay?
When did you start getting, you get stoned with your dad since you
College.
started?
I didn't start getting stoned until college.
Okay, right.
My dad has been stoned every day of his life since he was a teenager. I never knew it. Once my brother's older friend, why do I say older friend? Who gives a shit? My brother's friend who was older.
You're a writer.
He's,
Got against things.
I mean, he wasn't like 30. He's like the grade above.
My brother's older, distinguished looking.
My brother's older,
Fellow.
distinguished friend.
Yes.
Friend before foe, but fight often accomplished. Never desired to be different in the mind of a prophet, but he found himself equal, neither to be his nor mine, but a friend to my brothers is a friend divine. And
I'm going to throw up. I don't,
and
I don't understand what just happened. Am I in the Matrix? What? Do I have to take a red pill right now? What the? Okay, go ahead.
I saw some joke, sketch, meme, something. People, maybe you know what it is, comment, and press like. Of something, such a great observation where, so if you're in the Matrix,
Yeah.
you take the red pill to stay in the Matrix. You take I remember who it was.
No, you come out of the Matrix.
Whatever one it was, you come out of the Matrix.
Red pill out of the Matrix. In the
Blue,
Nebuchadnezzar.
you stay.
Blue, you stay.
Then red pill, I get it. You take the red pill, you're out of the Matrix.
Yeah, you look like
But-
shit. You smell.
But why take the blue pill? You're already here.
Wow.
It was, and I'm forgetting, I think it was maybe Kyle
Wow.
Dunnigan. I'm not sure, but I'll find it and we'll put it up so I give proper credit. It was so funny. And then they said the same thing.
Wait a minute.
He validates it though,
Wait,
but it's a great point.
Hey, I want
Go
to
ahead.
figure that out.
Okay.
I can't go.
He goes, well, you take the blue pill, then you forget. And he goes, okay.
I would have came to that. If you gave me 3 more minutes,
Yeah, I bet.
I would have came to that.
All right, so here's the deal.
You know what? They do explain that in the movie.
But it's still a good.
You know
it's
that
still-
room with the guns?
Yeah, but that was way later.
But that
was post pill.
But they're in the middle. What is that called? What is that called?
The Nether?
No, that's another movie. Is that with the closet?
I don't know.
Where's the Nether?
You know what? The Nebuchadnezzar is the name of the ship.
Nebuchadnezzar, yes. Very terrible ship, by the way.
It was an okay ship.
It was fucking pipes coming. I mean, they couldn't figure out where to put the. Have you seen Star Trek? What a beautiful ship.
It's a different universe.
I know, but it's every other ship in every. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy.
But technically, all of those ships are in the Matrix.
But okay, if it's in the Matrix, if you can all of a sudden get an alligator fucking 3/4 length jacket and 2 Uzis, and no kung fu.
Do that again. You put a mustache on yourself. Thank you.
I love it. I love mustaches.
It costs us money, and the longer it's on, the more it costs. Could you just take it off? Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Oh wow, I want to do it again.
It's expensive. I'm staying in a nice hotel.
I'm sorry. You're right. It's a very nice hotel. But dude, you couldn't have a nice ship. If you could make it whatever you want, you couldn't get a nice ship.
Watch this. You ready?
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Thanks. Thank you very much.
I want you to meet Uncle Bob.
I want to meet Uncle Bob.
Uncle Bob is my dad's little brother. Nobody knows what he does for a living.
How tall is he?
Everyone's 5'10", as far as I'm concerned.
I'm 5'8.25".
Maybe he's 5'9". I'm gonna read you. And also the regulars here are hip to Uncle Bob, so bear with me as I read this to him.
Hi, regulars.
Let me tell you what his Twitter description of it is. Okay.
He has a Twitter.
He's an economic development and client advocate of internet bandwidth and fixed voice communications.
He works for Verizon?
I don't think so.
You don't know what your uncle does?
We don't.
Nobody.
Nobody talked about this until one day, I don't know, my mid-20s, we're at a family's over, Thanksgiving or something, and I, not poking fun, but being silly, said, Uncle, because he's always talking, and I'm over in Solent, and I'm fixing the routers, and nobody's calling me, but I'm supposed to know. And like, what are you talking about? What routers? Uncle Bob, what do you do for a living? And my grandma, his mom, started laughing, and then different people started laughing, and everyone realized for the first time, nobody understands what Uncle Bob does. So it became this joke, and he always tries to explain it.
Right.
I'm not going to play the podcast on the podcast. It's insane.
That'd be the Matrix.
First base. So we're all stoned. A half hour, we're trying to get what Uncle Bob does. He will not. He goes, I'm the LeBron James of networking. I'm like, what does that mean? But we're laughing, and he's getting a little mad.
Right.
So I tried to convince him. I said, Uncle Bob, because he loves the Eagles. Out of nowhere, I said to him,
the football team or the band?
The band. And I asked Uncle Bob, out of nowhere, by the way, we're all nuts. He's just
Is that Uncle Bob?
That's me.
Oh.
So you'll see, I'm next to my dad. We'll put a picture up on this.
You look so different. You look Asian.
Here or now?
You look Filipino there.
There?
Yeah, were you younger?
I was older here.
Older?
I was a little older in this than I am
really?
now. What a stupid fucking question.
Crazy. No,
that's like when you asked, is it audio or video?
It's not. That was a good question.
Yeah.
For me. If you could be younger.
Everyone is younger in any video you see them in.
You're being tight on that. You know what I meant. Are you 5 years younger?
2.
That's younger.
Yeah.
You've aged a lot in the last 2 years.
I've aged so much in the past 2 years.
Yeah, you look like Sigourney Weaver now.
Okay, you got me.
Compared to that adorable little Filipino boy.
I was out in the sun. I clean shaven.
Okay, I mean, you just look different. That's all. I like this look better. It's more powerful. It's more desk.
It is more. Yeah, it is desk.
It's very desky. Yes. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I digress.
Cousin Teddy's across from me on the piano. Next to him is Uncle Bob. So just know this.
Yeah.
We're all just, Uncle Bob, what do you do? And he's like, I know you guys are fucking with me.
What a fun family.
He's just calm.
Uncle Teddy on the piano. I would love to say that.
He's a great pianist.
What a great thing to say. What a great sentence.
And out of nowhere, I asked Uncle Bob to sing Desperado.
Yeah.
And this is what he does. Desperado.
Desperado, why don't you come to your senses? You've been out riding fences for so long now. Now you're a hard one, but I know that you got it easy. These
Right, so
things that
we don't realize this yet because we're too high. Uncle Bob has been here for a half hour with us and has never had headphones on. Teddy's been playing the piano the entire time. Uncle Bob never said, what is he playing? I can't hear. He never acknowledged. So we don't realize that Uncle Bob can't hear the piano.
Won't
He's
you
just singing.
draw the king of diamonds, boy?
just
She'll
singing.
beat you if she's
And,
able.
and we're like, keep up, keep up.
You know, the queen of hearts is always your best bet.
Why is he willing to do this?
Now
I
it
don't- he's a
seems to
fucking
me
beautiful man.
some
I love
fine
this.
things
Is he wearing an
have been
ascot?
laid upon your table.
Your dad is the
but
shit.
you only
Your dad's like
want
Mick Jagger, for
the
God's
ones
sakes.
that
He is
you
the
can't
shit.
get. Desperado.
Dad, look.
Oh, you
What
ain't
the
getting
fuck,
no
man?
younger. Your fame and your hunger.
That's the way I want to cross my legs, by the way.
They're driving
FYI.
you
That's what I was
Do you
talking
help?
about.
And
I can't. You
freedom.
wouldn't be able to do it. You'd hurt my knee.
Well, and freedom.
It'd be
it's
awful.
just some people talking.
Is he wearing an ascot or a bandana?
These
No, I think that's his
prisoners
undershirt.
walking through this
Really? It comes
world
up
all
high.
alone.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Take Your Shoes Off podcast. That was Teddy.
Dude, what a great family, man.
Thanks,
I love
man.
that. I love that.
That was me, Uncle Bob. Are we still going?
Yeah. Recording
Good.
right there. Hey, do you play an instrument?
Piano.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, you're highly intelligent.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's what that means to me.
Yeah. Name any number.
17.
Yep. I bet you. I was just gonna bet you I know it. Name another one.
27.
Know it. You know what 17 and 27 have in common?
What?
27 is the second number that you said, and 2 and 7 sum up to 9. And 17 is the first number you said. 1 and 7 sum up to 8. 8, 9. They go in order. A lot of people don't realize subconsciously how they sum things progressively.
I'm going to throw up again.
Seems like you might be sick.
Well, that type of stuff makes me makes my brain twist.
I had diarrhea.
Sound like Eddie Griffin.
I think Eddie Murphy.
No, Eddie Griffin. I met Griffin. He does numbers, things like that. He likes numbers.
Oh, I was doing a Chris Tucker callback. But does Eddie Griffin do number comedy?
No, if I've hung out with him once, he's like 3 + 7 = 4, and that equals 9, and that's where the universe is.
Equals
Don't you
10.
see me? And it's like, well, I don't know what it. I have no idea. I was just
So, the most pathetic I've ever seen you was, I don't know what it is. I'm sorry.
I didn't know. That was the most fucking.
You became me.
Most mean thing you could have done too is done the math. That's 10.
Oh yeah,
What a
you were. It's 3 and 7. It wasn't that.
what an ass.
You said you were dyslexic.
No, I said I was dumb.
No, you said if you don't know TWO, you're dumb.
I said. Did I say that?
Yeah. Cut to a clip.
If you can't spell GWO, you're dumb.
So I just asked Bobby,
Yep, Bobby.
Kelly to speak in slow motion to call back the joke that we did with the we earlier. And what it seems like it was just you sounding dumber. That was Kevin from The Office of, not knowing how much change he has.
You just set me up to be slow.
Yeah, you said that was you said to me the meanest thing you could have done was to actually do the math, and I go, watch this.
Yeah.
I made you
You're-
go if you can't
This
smell.
is the funny thing too, because you're what I call a nerd bully. There's no more tough guy bullies. There's no more guys with scally cat. I'll fucking take your money, you little punk. There's guys like you that are taking guys like me and saying it's 10.
I know what you're saying. I don't want you to think there's any truth to that because this was one little pocket. I'm not a nerd bully.
It
You
was a-
fucking idiot.
No, you're a nerd-
fucking idiot.
Yeah, see, now you're being aggressive.
You're right. I'm doing it again. I
You're
thought I was
being
pleading.
Yeah, now.
I thought I was pleading.
Now, the only option I have. See, you're using math, science, words. I have
Words.
I can just hang you out a window, which you can't even do anymore because you can't even open the window to the hotel. So I have no options. I have to just take it.
I also sometimes my jokes could be bully jokes, and I don't want to. That is an instinct of mine. I know you're fucking around, and you're a very alpha, confident man, but I don't want to. I've made a point to make the positive joke.
Did you drink one of my waters?
I have another one for you.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying.
I just brought me two, and I didn't bring you one.
Yeah, I mean, you're on your third water.
This is a thirsty podcast, dude.
It's a dry hotel. I mean, it's a very nice hotel, but it's a very dry heat.
I've had some issues with this hotel. We'll put in subtitles. Put in some subtitles. I woke up this morning at 5 o'clock, and boy, are my arms tired. And the shower is boiling almost. And I call down, and it's because they don't want the pipes to freeze. But I'm doing morning live television. I need to shower.
Wendy Williams?
No, CBS the mornings.
Oh, okay. I think I saw you on that.
Really?
Oh, well, yeah.
I was wearing this. Cut to
I
clip.
think I saw you.
Can I just say this, Rick? Your version is very, very good. I know they're giving us a rep to go. I can't say enough about your performance.
Thank you.
And the performance of your co-stars. Very well done. We thank you for coming.
I think you have a hit. I really do.
You have to let me end with one thing in case this is the closest I get.
Okay, go ahead, hurry up.
Live from New York, Saturday night.
I told you.
CBS
It's Saturday night, man. This is my moment.
It's Saturday Night Live with Fred Armisen. Will Forte. Bill Hader. Seth Moore.
Andy Sandberg. Andy Sandberg.
Yeah.
And this 5-star fucking hotel.
Yes.
It's a 5-star hotel. I couldn't shower this morning. And they called me this morning and they said, sorry, we couldn't shower. We're going to take $200 off the bill. And I said, we'll see.
What do you mean you will see?
We'll see.
What does that mean? That's so threatening. What is it?
I didn't say, let me be literal. I didn't say we'll see.
What did you say?
I said, I can't really talk about that now. Thank you for contacting me. I'll get back to you guys in a little bit because I was rushing to get out. I didn't want to concede the 200.
Dude, you went from John Wayne
to John Wayneberg.
to the guy from Will and Grace. I mean, dude, that's we'll see. And you were like, we'll see. The tone, the timing, the way it came out was like, what the fuck?
The we'll see was the energy in my head.
We'll see. And then the other thing you read was like, listen, I'm kind of busy right now. I was gonna, listen.
You know, you catch more bees with honey than without honey. So, or however it goes.
I don't think bees come to honey. I think they make it and then go away from it.
I think they still like it.
No, you can't put... Dude,
maybe flies?
You know what? Flies.
You catch more
rats.
flies with honey than shit.
There you go. No, shit is way better than honey.
But it attracts them. It doesn't catch them.
You catch them. You put a net over the shit when they get there.
Now you got a shitty net.
Yeah, you get a shitty net, but then you wash the net and you get all the flies in there. Then you feed your frogs.
Okay. I think, I was just doing an analogy.
I'm sorry. I was just going off.
So I'm thinking, I'm spending, as far as they're concerned, me and Amazon, we're spending night at this place.
Right.
Also, here's another thing that's grinding my gears. I press guide on the TV, and it shows all the stations.
Yeah.
But everything is information unavailable.
Oh, you don't have TV?
Well, you have it, but you have to press up, wait 3 seconds. If it's commercial, you have to wait. So I call them. I say it's this thing, and I explain. It says no, it's not giving us the information. And she goes, "We'll send somebody up." Somebody comes up. He takes the remote and he comes in, which already I don't want people in here.
Of course you don't. You don't want me in here.
I'm not thrilled. And
did you make him take his shoes off? Did you spray his hands?
No, but I did give him. There's a TV there and here. I did give him the remote for this one.
Did you ask him if he had the booster?
No, but I didn't give him my remote.
You didn't?
No, I gave him the other remote.
Okay.
Give him the dirty remote.
All right.
I bring my own remotes.
No.
And he takes it and he goes, "Oh, no, we don't have that. We're changing our service since COVID." He said, since COVID. What does that mean? You're changing your service for the past 2 years? I said, when will it be done? He goes, I don't know. So now I'm like, for this 5-star hotel, I can't shower. I don't know what the channels are. Our pets' heads are falling off, and you're gonna give me more than $200 off. So we'll update you. I'll let you know what happened by the time this happens. But
I mean, listen, can I be honest with you?
I'd rather you didn't.
A night is great. That's a good deal.
How so?
Well, you told me not to be honest,
Good.
so I just went with it.
Good. What were you gonna say?
A night is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
You could have got a boutique hotel. I would have let you stay at my house for fucking $250. Listen,
I don't want to.
You don't know that. You haven't been there yet. I got a nice house.
I believe you, but it's.
She makes good meatballs. You like meatballs?
Are they all beef? She probably does pork too.
All beef with a little bit of pork, but I wouldn't do the pork with you.
You tell her no pork.
Yeah, no, but I know you're the dirty animal.
So it's an intelligent animal is the reason. So and they all are, and I'm trying not to do too much meat. But so it would then be. So then I would be saying, hey, what's your wife's name?
Dawn.
Dawn. I would say, and listen, thanks for having me over, by the way. I appreciate it. Could you ask Dawn to not put any pork in the meatballs?
yeah. I got you.
And could you get some lights? I'll bring the mics.
I have the lights. I would have brought lights for you.
Yes,
Well, good luck with that. I doubt you're going to get anything off it. 200. Do you understand the meeting that went into that? They know they're a shit hotel right now. They know they're not pulling their weight. The fact that you come in and then have to go to another level to check in is annoying. The fact that you don't walk in, there's a guy at the front bent over in half, leaning on a counter, looking up at you when you walk in.
They're giving jobs to people with bent backs.
Well, he shouldn't. He shouldn't be in front. He should be in the back.
Bent back.
And I mean, not even saying anything when I walk in.
Are you sure he works here?
Yeah, he had a name tag.
The downstairs is a bit like, what's going on here? It's like another business.
It's like I'm going for an audition.
It does feel like a little like, where am I going?
Yeah.
It does feel that way. But once you get to the lobby.
The lobby's nice.
And also, you know what's nice about the lobby being there? There's no draft. That's all downstairs.
Yeah.
And it's big. Did you notice how big that whole thing?
Yeah.
If we were going to meet downstairs, there's so much space.
There's a lot of space. You're right. I think I've been here before, by the way. But you should get more than that. But you're not going to. You're going to get 200. They have already talked about it.
We'll see.
They already don't like you. You already have an asterisk next to your room name. They've already said this guy. You're that guy.
What did I do? Because I called about the shower? Because that was the only complaint so far.
Wow, the way you said it too. We'll see.
Way I thought it. But 200, I mean, you're giving me 20% off.
It's a lot of money.
But
so you give your fans on those rugs.
But wait, what with fans on the rugs?
Your rug thing. That
we listen. We don't have customers. That's the difference between this hotel and my Marshall Rug Gallery.
Yeah.
We have family.
Family, yeah.
Everyone that buys from us is family.
I got you.
I have to send you a Marshall Rug Gallery sweatshirt, by the way. I'll get you a good price.
I really want one.
20% off for one of the biggest reasons why I'm here, which is to be comfortable and ready before work.
Right.
I couldn't do it.
They fucked you.
I want 500 off.
500?
I'm going to tell them. I'm going to send them this. I'm going to say I'm staying at the hotel, and if you don't want that hotel bleeped, you're giving me 500 off.
You just you're blackmailing. You're blackmailing.
I like to say threatening.
You're threatening people with blackmail.
I'm not really going to do that. And I also must say, listen, shit happens. The pipes do what they do. At least they're not frozen. It is a gorgeous hotel.
There's your dad talking.
There's a gorgeous hotel. And we're just doing comedy complaints. But I am going to try to get more than 200. And I think I deserve
your dad talking. There he is.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something about your dad. Now, he looks very cool and hip. What does he do?
Sells rugs.
Sells rugs.
He was in the he was in the restaurant business for a while. He had Flo and Eddie's sports bar and grills.
Really?
Yeah, ribs and cornbread and he was the first restaurant that in our area from Cleveland that ever had TVs. They had the 10-inch Zenith white televisions in every booth.
No shit.
So people could watch whatever game they wanted to watch.
Wow, that's fucking great.
Yeah.
Love Cleveland.
Because of hilarities?
No, I mean I love hilarities. But I love all the places down there. Cleveland's a hip town. A lot of cool places. The Winston, I've done that bar a couple times.
Oh yeah,
comedy scene in Cleveland's great. And
yeah, I started there.
Restaurants are fucking great.
Great food.
I mean, people sleep on Cleveland.
It's the first stop when Broadway tours. They go right to Cleveland. It's right next to New York. It's a nice. It's like people think New York to Chicago, and they're right. But Cleveland's right in the middle, and it really is.
Cleveland, the first indoor mall in America is in Cleveland.
What is that?
The
Randall
hotel,
Park?
The Hyatt. The Hyatt downtown Hyatt.
That was the first. Oh, the Tower City?
That's the first indoor mall.
Isn't it a Ritz-Carlton or is it a Hyatt?
I think it's a Hyatt, but it changes. They change. In the country, in the United States. That's where they got the idea for all the malls.
Tell me about this before we don't hear it because I want to know. Tell me about why a boat show was a thing for you. Why was that whoa?
A boat show for me.
Why was that a moment?
Well, it was just the people on it. And I was on the show and they brought me up where he said, this is the next kid. This kid's hilarious.
Who's he?
Steve Sweeney.
Right. So
and for him to say that about me, I mean, if I walked up to him now, he'd be like, who are you? But for him to say that about me at the time when stand-up was so bad, I was so shitty, and then I started to get good, and then I did a couple shows, and then be on that show with just fucking legends, and for him to say that, and then to go up and kill, it was like one of the best shows of my life.
Does that change your identity as a comedian after that show, or is it just a good show and then?
No, I bombed the next night.
Right.
I was right back at it. I bombed the next night. Like, what the fuck? I've had more bombs that have inspired me than doing well. I remember more of those. I don't remember like, oh my God, that was the best show ever. I mean, there was a couple shows that like the Comics Come Home in Boston, that big benefit. It's like 17,000 people and at the Boston Garden. And, I've had.
Is it a lineup of a lot of comedians
like,
at the Boston Garden?
Yeah, it's everybody. Like, anybody who's everybody's there. So that was pretty wild. Going up last on that.
What bomb inspired you? How did it inspire you?
I mean, the first time I headlined, I bombed in Boston. It was Christmas. It was a Christmas show.
An hour?
And I had to do my hour.
First time?
And not my first time doing an hour, but the first time getting paid to be the last guy.
Right. Your name's on the marquee.
The guy that went up before me was a guitar guy. And he usually did all right. I've seen him before. He was fine. Mm-hmm. No problem following. But it was Christmas time. And I didn't know he had fucking Christmas songs.
He's over then.
And he murdered.
Right.
He had a Led Zeppelin song, a Christmas song.
Is it hard to go up after somebody does really well for you?
Not comedy, not stand-up. But a guitar,
right?
Yeah.
So it's not just that he did well; it's that he entertained them so strongly, and he put them in a different mood.
There's a way to do it. It takes a couple minutes to get them over to you, but you can't just go up and start telling jokes because you'll go through 20 minutes of material in 4 minutes, just blah, 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 and then by the time you get them, you have no time left.
So what do you have to do? Acknowledge the musician? What's the trick?
You have to go up there and talk to them, let them. And then kind of, chill a little bit and slowly get into your shit so they stop, let them take a piss.
Could you give me an example? Someone just played some music. If you were to do that now, you come out. What do you do?
How about that? He's great, huh? You like the guitar stuff? Yeah, you like it?
Yeah, it was funny, but also he sounds so good. It's like I would listen to that album.
Yeah, that's not what I'm going to do, you son of a bitch.
Okay, all right. I think a couple more minutes of this, I might be ready for your material.
Yeah. Where'd you get that sweater? Sesame Street?
Okay, I'm starting to like this guy.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Come for the ride.
Yeah.
And then we're done. Good night, everybody.
Right.
Merry Christmas to you and everybody here. And to all a good night.
Yes.
And I love that sweater. I'll see you next time. Robert Kelly Live on Instagram.
Check out my merch table.
Do you have merch?
I have my podcast merch. I don't. I toured for like 8 months.
Yeah.
And then I didn't.
Why?
I couldn't. I was on a show with some other comedians, Brent Morin, Chris D'Elia, Ron Funches, and they all were doing comedy and touring, and I'm a little different. And I wasn't comfortable with an hour yet. Right. I went on the road. I've told the story before, but a shorter version of it is I went out one of the first times and I had such a great set and it made me feel I could do this. And then the next night it was at least the owner of the club thought it was so bad that between the shows, she asked if it was okay that the feature, who had been doing this for 4 years, headlines and I feature. And I said, it hurts my feelings, but I'll do whatever, you want for me to do. And I went out to the parking lot and I called my dad. I told him what happened. I was really bummed, but I also said, I know I could do 20 and I am fucking relieved because I could do this. But then it was just tough for me to get shows.
Yeah.
The agent that I had at the time I maybe was pulling favors. I wasn't a draw by any means.
Right.
And then I just kept doing it and doing 20 minutes constantly. And I'm now with my podcast, I finally have an opportunity to go on the road, and I'm working on it.
Right.
I was scared because I still am COVID shit, but
yeah.
I'm ready to do it. I just haven't prepped an hour, so I'm a little nervous about. I mean, I do a different 20 all the time. And just there's something about doing an hour that intimidates me.
I talked to Colin Quinn about this. There's only a few people.
Talk to who? Conan?
Colin Quinn.
Colin Quinn.
There's only a couple people that can do an hour. There's
That's
not
great.
that many people that can do an hour of material from beginning to the end, after anybody, anywhere, anytime, and murder or kill for that long. It's a hard thing to do. It's not a. It's not
agree.
like you can just. So it takes a long time to get to that point where you figure it out, and you can go up and take any crowd and bring them with you for that amount of time. An hour on stage, to me, is a true headlining spot. 35 minutes, 45 minutes, that's not headlining. That's famous headlining. But an hour of, all right, I'm good night. Now, 2 hours, an hour and a half, that's too much. I think it's fucking ridiculous.
Unless there's no opener
Unless
feature.
there's nobody else, yeah, absolutely. But
Yeah.
if you're doing an hour and a half, 2 hours, you're fucking being ridiculous.
Well, just because a show that hits 2 hours is a lot.
You can't laugh. That means you're not killing them. You're just talking, and then they're laughing because you can't laugh for an hour straight.
Yeah.
The whole time, every 30 seconds, which is kind of what jokes are. So, I mean, that's good though. You learn that you remember that. You remember calling your dad. You know what I mean? When you start killing, you're not going to remember those nights. You're going to remember those nights when you
Sure.
bombed. Well, those are the fucking greatest stories. I bombed in front of 14,000 people at the Boston Garden. I got booed off the stage.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been booed off once. You were booed?
I mean, shit was
And
thrown
were
at
you
us.
were you trying to win them back, or were you defensive fighting back? What was your energy?
because you're a
Fuck you?
comic. You have a comic ego. Your comic ego won't let you get off stage. You're trying to get a laugh.
Yeah, you're
And there's
digging.
always that one dickhead that's laughing. Keep going. I like you.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, he likes you. And then, there's 13,999 people. I did the math. That don't fucking like you. Shit's being thrown at you.
How often are you touring?
I'm touring a lot. Shooting a special March.
Really? Where?
I think Tampa.
Why?
Because there's no
restrictions.
No restrictions. People can just come. I don't have to worry. A lot of people, especially in the city, Boston, it's fucking pretty rough. And a lot of my fans, believe it or not, didn't get vaccinated or won't or had COVID.
I believe it.
They don't. I don't know. There was a tone in that.
Yes.
Nerd bullying. I feel threatened. And I want, it's down there. They can just come. They can just come out.
Are you trying to sell tickets to it, or is it a smaller place that it's going to be easy for you?
Well, we're actually finding the place right now. So we have two. We have we're talking to two places right now.
Will you know the answer within the next 2 weeks? You think?
Yeah.
We'll put it up. Here's where you could go.
Yeah.
To get tickets to the show, and if it's not, we'll just do an ad to, I guess, my Patreon.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. It's So I'm looking forward to that. It's actually, here's the thing. I have after my last special, I think a year and a half after that, 2 years, I had another special, but I just didn't film it. The world flipped upside down.
What happened?
I just didn't film it. I just didn't do it. Me and my manager parted ways. We collaborated together. I was supposed to do it with this one company, but they kind of blew me off and went with this other comic at the time.
What do you mean? They can only do one?
Well, yeah. Well, they have a certain amount of people they can do it with, and I was supposed to do it, and I got overlooked. And look, it's the business. I don't give a fuck. I just never did it. So it kind of went away. And then I came up with this other idea that I was going to do on food addiction. I was just going to do an hour on food,
Completely
food addiction.
different special, or taking some stuff from it?
A little, maybe one or two things from it, but not much. Starting from scratch. And then...
Ooh, that's a good name of the special.
Starting from scratch.
From scratch.
From scratch.
It's food. You make food from scratch.
Yeah, but it actually makes me hungry. I want bread.
Right.
Like it makes me like...
It's another good name for a special.
We'll call it Final Fat, the Final Fat. Or Sixth Fat.
And that's what you've been touring, working on?
Well, I was, which was hard because it was you know, had some hot chick one night just yell out, "Enough about food!" And I was just this chubby guy on stage trying to fucking, you know, open up. And this hot smoking hot chick and her hot friends. I just looked at her friends; they were on their phones. And I was like, you know, when I remember my mom, yeah. And I was just in the basement eating alone, eating Suzy Q's alone. Enough about food. And I was like, I just snapped. I'm like, fuck you. And then, of course, she became the victim. I have a food problem. I'm like, I hope you die from it. It was a fucking nightmare. It was very hard to do. But it was coming around. But then the pandemic hit. And the people the person I was working with, everybody just scattered. Everybody just went. Mm-hmm. And I had 44 shows just go away. And I realized I was just fucking, I had nothing. I was unessential. It was like, what the fuck am I going to do?
Yeah.
So that's when everybody panicked and got podcasts and Patreons and blah, blah, blah. And that's kind of what I did. That's why I learned about cameras.
Do you have a
lighting.
podcast? Pardon me, I did.
You don't know my fucking podcast?
No. What's your podcast? Sorry.
I didn't know you was still today.
Yeah. Well, we would have talked about it before. What's the name of the podcast?
Isn't it weird that we just met today?
No. I meet people that sometimes like.
I feel like we're closer than we should be.
I feel like this type of thing.
I'm opening up right now.
Is the best it could be. Like I really feel, and I you know, if you're up for it, but like you're my friend now. Like, you know, like I really like you.
I think so. Yeah.
And also you're just very easy to play with, and you give and take, and also this is just very nice to come here.
Right. Yeah.
I brought all this shit not knowing what I'd be able to do, and you schlep over here. You have a family.
Yeah.
I'm giving you what's the word with an S?
Thumbs.
No,
Stickers.
More than one thing is a. Everyone at home is yelling it out. They know what I'm talking
Jesse
about.
Raphael.
No, it's a do. It's a.
You're giving me.
I'm reading all this stuff. It starts with an S. It's a use your word. When you're reading all the texts
from the beginning,
from scratch. You said, yeah, but you know, and it becomes
a slew.
A slew.
A slew.
Yeah, there's a slew.
A slew.
And you can still come.
Yeah, I can come.
Bragging, sexually bragging.
Yeah. I have a wife. Of course I can come.
Okay.
She doesn't touch my dick. I come great. I never have sex. So anyways, back on that, I did all this shit. So when that happened, I had to bail on that because there was no place to do shows. Mm-hmm. You couldn't. I was in the middle of work. I had a half hour.
Wait, what's the name of your podcast?
You know what, dude?
Okay. Is it on YouTube as well?
Yeah.
One camera?
No. 5. I have a podcast network.
Do you really?
Yeah. Laugh Button Network is my podcast network.
What other podcasts are you doing?
We have Rich and Bonnie's My Wife Hates Me. We had a bunch. We had Chip Chipperson at one point. We have what's the scenario with Mike Cannon, Feeney, and Sagalo.
From Boy Meets World.
We have Live from the Cellar, Live from the Table, the Comedy Cellar podcast.
And
we have a bunch of them. We have Will Sylvince and Cypher Sounds.
And what? This is you're producing them all?
No, we have producers. It's like All Things Comedy.
Yeah, but you said it was your thing.
Yeah, me and Rob Sprance, my partner, started in a company, Laugh Button. The Syndicate and 800-Pound Gorilla actually bought him out, and now I'm partners with them.
Gotcha.
So we have a nice podcast network that we're been getting. But that was another thing too. That hit right when they bought in. That hit and it fucked everything. So it's actually getting off the ground now. I mean, we did Lewis Black's album.
Cool. You're probably friends with some pretty cool people. You have access to, I'm sure. Do you do guests
on my podcast?
Yeah,
that's all it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a comic hang. That's what it was. Yeah.
And you do it in the studio.
I have a studio above the Comedy Cellar, the Laugh Button Comedy Cellar Studios. It's right above the Comedy Cellar on the third.
Never
floor.
been in the Comedy Cellar.
It's the best club in the world.
I've done Caroline's a few times, Gotham once.
Great club.
And I might do New York Comedy Club Saturday.
Great club.
But there's something about the Cellar that is like, that's the place, it feels like to me.
It's the best club in the world. I mean, to me, it's the motherland.
What do I have to do, assuming I'm funny, okay? Let's say you think I'm funny.
Yeah.
And I have credentials. What would I have to do to welcome myself into the cellar and
Well, they still do it the old way. You have to get
audition?
past. Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, it feels like a comedy store there.
You have to get past. You have to get. Someone has to tell Esty about you, and then she'll watch you.
And what? So you do? There's like a
You
showcase
do a 5
night.
minute on a Friday and Saturday, on one of the shows. You just come in.
You do 2 shows.
You do one show.
Friday
That's
or
it.
Saturday.
You do a Friday or Saturday, one of the shows. You get 5 minutes, and then at the end, she either goes, "Call me. Here's my number," or you don't see her.
Now, what if I don't live in New York and she knows that? Is that still a thing? And then I could call her and let her know when I'm going to be here, or you can't really do that.
You can, I guess. You know what I mean? I think you can do that. People do that, but it's better if you live here.
Well, I don't live here, and I want to perform there at some point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I would have to look at your comedy.
I'm not asking. I have friends in New York. I wouldn't ask you first.
I mean, they're not as probably in as me.
I'm friends with James Lahorde.
I don't even know who that is.
I just made that name up.
Oh,
It's like, yeah. Oh, really? You're bigger than James Lahorde?
Yeah, I mean,
no, I wouldn't ask that of you. But I do want to.
You kind of did.
No, I, sincerely, absolutely not. You've never seen me. I don't want to do that. But I am thinking like. Maybe I'm here. I have friends. I got New York comic friends.
Yeah.
I'm cool, man.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I did before about the ebbs and flows with the ship?
It was it was good. I like that.
I got 5 minutes on ebbs and flows. I got 5 minutes on ebbs. Flows is tough.
What are you doing to your head?
Is
that a wig? Is that your tracks?
Wait, but finishing. Oh, you're telling me. So you had a special.
I had a special
that you threw away, basically.
I just stopped doing because I had this hour. I stopped doing it, and then somebody approached me recently, and they were like, "I want to do your hour," and I was like, "Yeah, that's fucking great." And
why? There's a person you don't know and that likes you and says, "Hey,
yeah."
How'd they approach you? And after a show?
Just like that.
After a show?
After a show.
Hey, man,
What are you doing? Well, I have this hour that I'm working on with these other people, but we haven't been able to connect, and it's not happening. So I called the other people, and I said, listen, I got an opportunity to have somebody produce and direct my hour. I'm going to take that opportunity.
What made you trust this guy? What was his credentials? Who is he? You don't have to say his name, but like what?
He's just one of the best comics ever to walk Earth.
Oh, he's a comedian. You know who this person is.
Yes, I do.
Gotcha. I thought it was just some audience member.
No. So... yeah, some guy came up with a bolo tie.
Well, that's what I'm like.
You're funny, kid.
What is going on? Is it Henry Lamore?
It's Henry.
Fucking Henry Lamore.
He's the best.
They call him the Jack.
The Jack Hammer.
Yeah.
So the other hour, I still want to do that. I'm going to go back to that, and I'm saving those jokes. I'm not going to put them.
Do you want to use them all here?
No, I can't.
Okay, you sure?
No, I can't do it here.
You could put it on Patreon, patreon.com/shaky
I'm going to do it after. I'm going to go into that. I'm going to go back with those people who are fucking beautiful people too.
So what happens in March? In March, you film it. Do you know where it's going to go, or are you going to film it yourself, produce it, and
I
then
do
pitch
know
it?
where it's going to go.
Could you tell us? Because it's not a public thing yet.
No, it is, but it's.
Could I Google it?
Yeah, everybody could. Yeah.
Do you not want me to put it up then? You want this to be a secret?
Well, when the place is locked in and where the tickets are sold.
So at this point, assuming things are going that way, we'll already see where to buy the tickets. And if the tickets are sold, we'll put up the thing. If not, I guess just Google it.
Yeah, it's just exactly. I don't want to say yet.
Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Vimeo?
No.
Okay.
It's going to go up on somebody's website. So.
Oh, I know where it's going.
Where? Who? Who's that?
I got it right. You want me to bleep it?
Huh?
You want me to bleep it?
Yeah, bleep it.
Really?
Yeah, just bleep. Let him fucking.
I will. But that's exciting, man.
Let him wonder.
For real, bleep that. And also blur my mouth so people can't. But I think what you just said was, people know what it is.
Yeah, well, I'm
going to say it. It's. You could keep it in.
Yeah, you have to on my special.
Yeah, actually bleep what I said and bleep his joke too, but we'll give the real version on Patreon. That's really cool, man.
It is. It's a good opportunity. It's amazing for me. And the other special is with two friends of mine too So I do want to go back to that because that's going to be something different. That was hard to do. Doing jokes that mean something to me. That really, I'm in the middle of this fucking crazy. This is my first addiction was food. You know what I mean? And now, like, it's the worst thing when people, like other comedians, what happened to you? Oh my God, dude, what the fuck? And it's like
What happened to you? What the fuck? What do you mean by that?
Physically, you know what I mean?
Oh, but from gaining weight?
Yeah, I've been fucking shredded and I've been skinny and fat my whole career.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And it's just a weird thing. So it's a tough thing to deal with because nobody gives a fuck about food, you know? They care about drugs and alcohol.
Oh, interesting.
And it's almost like sex. You're getting laid? Ooh, you know?
Right.
So that I want to finish. I want to do that special.
That one you're doing in March, though, I thought. The food one was March.
No, I'm taking all the old jokes from that other special that I just phased out of.
Oh, so you were doing...
I'm just taking all those jokes that went away.
Great.
I'm taking all those back.
Why?
And I'm going to do them.
Why not do the food one then?
Because that's a different thing. This is just me. I'm going to go kill.
Here is jokes. I know they work.
I'm going to go kill.
I'm going to put it out.
I just want to kill for an hour. Go up.
Right.
Fucking boom.
Right.
Everybody and their mother is doing a thing. You know what I mean? I feel like...
No, I don't.
I feel like they're doing a theme thing or whatever.
Oh, you don't want to do your theme now?
I don't want to do it right now. It's not ready. It's not...
Gotcha.
But I have an hour that... Let's just go up and fucking murder.
And what is it going to be? Is the special going to open? It's going to be you walking on a stage? Is it going to be... I mean, I don't mean
I'm just
at
gonna
the
walk
Tate
out.
night.
It's like my last special, live from the Village Underground.
Where can people see that?
Amazon. It's on Amazon right now.
We're both on Amazon.
Hey.
As we see it, Amazon Prime. All 8 episodes today.
Oh, boy, do I hate winks.
Would you have been okay if I did more like a Twitch?
I love Twitches. Yeah, Twitches mean you have like some form of autism.
Sure.
And
Small world.
I endure. That's like endearing to me. Like when people start and they can't look me in the eye. Yeah, wink is just a cocky, like you own cattle,
That's fair. Or you're Vince Vaughn, 6'5".
Fuck, I love Vince Vaughn. I do.
You didn't do anything with Vince Vaughn, did you? I feel like...
No, I'd love to. I would love to. I love what he's doing now, too. He's doing a lot of independent movies. He, Cell Block 99? What was that fucking movie he did?
I don't know.
He's so dragged across concrete.
He's doing a show with I think it's called Bad Monkey. I'll put it up, whatever it is, with my old boss and friend, Bill Lawrence. He's doing a show together, like a television show.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he did even the comedy horror movie he did Friday, where he was the girl and the serial killer.
Oh, I didn't see it. Yeah.
Vince Vaughn to me is the shit.
Yeah,
I
he's
love
fantastic.
Vince Vaughn. He's fantastic. He can go from comedy to being a fucking murderer.
Did you watch that movie?
What one?
The Friday one that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Good?
It was great. I thought it was fucking hilarious.
So the special that you film in March, when do people get to buy and download it?
It will be quick. It's going to be quick.
Like a 2-month turnaround?
Yeah, 2 month. Not even. Yeah, probably 2 months.
Who's directing it? The same person?
Yep.
That's putting it up?
Yep.
And are you guys working on this stuff together now, or is it just you do it and then you're going to do a run through?
I'm doing it for the next month and a half. I'm working the hour.
Are you doing it tomorrow?
Friday, yes.
In the city?
No, on the road. I'm going to Poughkeepsie. Tomorrow, Poughkeepsie. Next week, Jersey somewhere. And then I go on the road.
Are you going to go do it in LA anytime?
No, I don't go to LA.
Right. It's not a place to go to do an hour.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's really not. I don't go to LA, but I do want to go to LA. I want to go to LA and go, see Tom Papa and those people.
I really like Tom Papa, and we follow each other, but we don't know each other. And I really want to get him on my podcast. And he's with this. His people reached out to do it, and then I went out of town.
Yeah.
And I came back and I reached out again, and they didn't get back to me. And I can't be a nudge.
I'll tell him.
I'll take you up on that one.
You will, not the seller though.
No, because I feel like you know who I am and can make a recommendation if you want to, as me as a podcaster.
You could do that with. I really don't. I just met you.
Yeah, you're having fun.
I am having fun.
And you'll see if it comes out poorly lit, then you'll be happy.
It's going to be terribly lit.
Yeah, I might even add a little grain on top of it.
Oh, yeah, you should. It's going to be terribly lit. People are just going to be like, this is the worst visually, because what your show usually is fucking great.
I think it's a really healthy decision that I made, and I'm not necessarily thinking I made the right one, but it saved me so much stress to just, what it did for me to just be able to say, fuck it, which it's very hard to say fuck it, because you want things to be a certain way.
Yeah.
And this podcast has been just a lot for 2.5 years. It's just let me get a break. I'm finally going out on the road. I'm doing my first late night that I've ever done. I'm very excited, but I'm bringing all my equipment in 4 suitcases, and it's a whole fucking thing. And then I was in bed today. I'm just like, fuck it. And it just felt so good. I'm going to go home and edit this and be like, shit. But just, I feel like it's a good thing for me to be able to do sometimes and just release the control, just be fine with things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And here's the thing too. You know whether you're going to do it again.
Yeah.
After this time, you're like, I ain't doing that again.
Unless we could do some proper coloring.
Unless it works. If it works, you'll be like, dude, I'm going to do it. But it might be, you're going to find out whether it lives or dies.
Yeah. I also don't think that the audience is going to, they're going to be used. I mean, after 2 minutes, they're fine. But yeah, you want to make it look, I want it to look always, I like when people go back to old episodes and it still look good.
Yeah. Branding, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's branding. People see this shit, they're like, what is this?
There's a good intro for this.
What?
A real good intro. I do a sleepover series when I take stuff on the road, and I do Tom.Bates. We'll put his Instagram handle in the description.
Yeah.
I have an animator that helps me with stuff, and the opening is a Nintendo inspired by Street Fighter, and it's like legit. And we have my music in 8-bit music, and there's a character select, and it's going to be New York people, and we pick you, and costume selects, and then we pick what location, and it's going to have different locations. And what I'm doing for this one is I'm going to show the room, and then it's going to show room dark, and we could choose between, and we're going to choose the dark room. So it's almost as if like, oh, they're like, beginner expert.
Right.
So it's like, oh, they're doing the challenging one. So, you know. So it's going to open up like with great production value, and then it's going to be just black the whole time. You're not going to see shit.
The reason why this is good, there's so much production in this podcast. Mm-hmm. There's so much, like I roll in. I do a set on Tuesdays at the Pussycat. I run my hour over there. And then I go.
What do you mean? You do an hour every Tuesday at the same place?
At the Pussycat, the Comedy Cellar, the Pussycat Lounge, yeah.
I don't know. The Comedy Cellar has how many rooms?
Three rooms. 4 rooms. 1 in Vegas, but 3 at the Cellar. No, 4. I'm sorry.
But are they all in the same location?
They just opened up a 4th one. So they have the Comedy Cellar, which is the original.
And that's a brick and mortar separate address.
Right. Go around the corner. Just around the corner. Go around to Ben's.
Oh, I've seen that. Isn't it the Pete Holmes show showed that?
The Village Underground is downstairs. The Pussycat Lounge is upstairs.
And they're all connected to the cellar.
The Pussycat Bar, the Pussycat Bar is a room now too. So there's 3 rooms in that one building.
And do they share a kitchen? Is it all the same?
They share a
POS
kitchen.
system. It's one location.
They have 2 different bars. Downstairs, Village Underground, big room, 200-something seater. Upstairs, Pussycat, 80-seater.
What's the biggest one?
The Village Underground.
So when people think of the cellar and you go down there, that's the Village Underground.
That's the Comedy Cellar. That's around the corner. That's below the Olive Tree Cafe.
If there's one club that you think this is New York, it's the Comedy Cellar.
Comedy Cellar.
Right.
Yeah.
And then Village Underground is around.
Village Underground's around, and then the Pussycat, and then the bar's next door.
But it's all Comedy Cellar.
All Comedy Cellar.
And you, every Tuesday, there's a smaller room that has a different audience.
80-seater.
And you're always doing this hour.
I'm running my hour. Yeah. They let certain comics run their hour on those weekday shows at the Pussycat. So you can work out, you can stretch out a little bit. So, yeah.
So what was the point? How do we get into this? We were talking about production.
Your production is huge. Like I walk off stage, good night, walk over to the cellar, go up to my studio, and my producer just, let's go, plays the sound. And then there's a couple comics hanging out, and we talk. And then I go, all right, good night. And then I leave. Like you... While you're doing the show, you're producing the show on the fly.
Yeah.
You're creating the show as you're doing the show. Have you ever run into the problem where because you have a guest that doesn't get that or fucks it up?
I've got better at including them and also getting in on understanding when people are like, oh, this person improvise. They understand even if they don't know what's going on, they're fine.
Right.
You get that vibe, but there are some people who don't, and 2 things happen. Either one, you eat it and you just don't do everything you could do.
Right.
Which, it's a difficult, it's then you're not present and you're just kind of going through it.
Yeah.
And the other option is to take a second, and usually I even leave it in, and just explain, here's what I'm trying to do here. And that usually like, oh, okay, at least, if not right, and then we're on board. And what I have found is those obstacles that are production obstacles become disconnections between a guest and me, which allow for a resolve, which is a nice bonding moment.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
So, well,
I'm so sorry.
my camera just turned off.
Okay.
So I think that's it.
Well, your camera turned. Mine's still going. But here's the thing. I keep seeing you in a poncho. I feel like you're wearing a poncho.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I think it's the.
I'm not being insulting. I don't.
I think you thought the same about my uncle.
No. I swear to
I
God.
think you just think poncho.
I know it looks like doesn't it have a poncho vibe?
Yeah, I know. I get it.
It's very poncho, like a old Western poncho. That's a poncho.
Yeah, like when I go. We'll see. Ugh. That was what you said when I was on the phone. It was Western. So
Yeah, and then you were pointing and don't wink.
Sure, nerd bullying me.
Right.
So this is.
I'm getting peckish.
What is that?
I'm hungry.
Oh, okay.
You left the toast out.
We'll put up a picture of the Josh Peck thumbnail. Make sure you check out How I Met Your Father. And you want to go to? I mean, I'll walk you down the lobby. You want to get a bite to eat?
No.
You want to finish this avocado toast?
No. You need to get rest. You're exhausted.
I got to break down.
You got to do all this shit. I don't
convert.
think if we had a meal right now, it would be uncomfortable.
Okay.
Because I think we blew our load. To give a porn analogy.
I think we decided on cum.
I think we blew our cum.
Yeah, my load was blown when I texted you, we can't do 6, could we? Whatever the word is that you made fun of. My load was blown. You haven't met me, but also, yeah, you have.
My kid went, Dad, where are you going? And I went, I don't know.
The temple.
I have no idea. I'm going to meet this guy who gave me a slew of fucking questions.
All right, well, let's end, man. You go. I got to break this shit down. Okay. I am very tired.
All right.
But I also, sincerely, you did me a favor. Thank you for coming over. And this was really a great episode.
Yeah, great to meet you, man. And I hope when you're in town next, let me come on my show.
I would love to.
It's less
Thanks.
stressful.
All right, and theme music. Scoot and do. Great, that's it.